All right. Sweet. Okay, we're going live. We're not going live quite yet. So I'm seeing who's on here. We got Angelo, Chris. Oh, it's the same Chris. Rhonda, Kathy, and Sharon, and JHM, and Jerry Thompson, and Linda Krugman. Glad I'm home with power. I was on vacation at Bass Lake last week. Let me turn that down. Okay, cool. Had planned on going to Yosemite, but that and everything else was closed. Man, yeah. Oh, boy. It's been crazy, Linda. California everywhere. John Crooks, hello from cloudy Massachusetts. Yeah, cloudy here too. Very cloudy. So welcome in, everybody. That clock is not wrong. I know that doesn't add up to 7 p.m., but we're going to give people some time to join in. So it's like we're about to start with the game show, but we'll start here. So hey, Pat, welcome in. And Pat, he and I are both in Duolingo hanging out. So how's it going, Pat? What's your language that you're actually studying? I should click on your account and check it out. Chris Woodruff says happy Wednesday. So Chris Woodruff is here as well. Steve Thompson, hey, Steve. Let's see. So, I needed to do this. I'm going to go over to the cam with chat for a moment. Oh, I can't because that'll change the timer. All right, let's do it this way. Live chat. Paste this link. Oh, yeah. Go back to the lobby and then turn off this again. Okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, there's going to be a sign-up period that everyone's going to go through. And, you know what? I don't have the SEO working. Oh, who cares? Let's just publish this. So there's this link if you want to participate in the contest. So if you want to have a chance to win, you've got to click on this link on your phone so that it'll load up the browser page. And so you got to give me your email because I need everyone's email and name so I can give you your prize. If you're going to win a Carson Lumiloupe, if you're going to win one of these two Z or V brackets, this is something that you need to give me your email for. So hook me up with your email so I can get you the link for the contest. It is actually Dapper Aaron. Yeah, I'm going to a costume party after this, and I have to hurry to it. So I got dressed beforehand. So I came dressed like a newsie. We were supposed to be like an old person or a baby. I don't know. The baby part, I wasn't even going to risk trying. But the old person, I got down. I'm wearing even sneakers in my pants, so it looks like an old guy wearing sneakers. I got to get home so I can focus on this. Justin Miller. Hello, Aaron. I'll take U.S. history for 1600. Seriously, this is going to be interesting. I'll explain more of the rules once we have formally gone live, but just for those of you who are here, I'm going to get you guys started with the link in the chat. Click on this. And with this, you'll go to a place to give me your email, in which then you'll jump into the contest. You know, I'm actually not even certain what the contest would look like right now. Let me make sure I have another window up to give me an example of what you're seeing, because that's kind of critical. What would you see if you came to that link? Okay, cool. Yep. All right. So once I hit the game show and say go, we're going to go into here. But once you've got the quiz show page showing you the game code, then you're ready to go. So you have to do what this link is telling you. You have to go to this website. It's also got a QR code that's going to give you an idea, and I'll refresh everyone on this when we get started. This is going to be my first attempt at this, and I'm going to try and keep it simple. So a lot of these things are, questions that you can get. It's not that hard, but some are hardish. So we're going to get some fun. I've only got about 20 questions that are going to be in this, and we'll see how long that takes and how well that goes. I'll probably do this again next week because it's kind of fun. And next week, if I find out today on the first run that 20 questions takes this much time, I'm going to do a longer one. If we have fun with it, I'll do a longer one because I paid for a month of this service. Let's have some fun with it, because it's going to chance to learn Milky Way photography, remind you and refresh you on things that I've already taught you without being boring. And, I've heard Aaron say this before, kind of situation. So it'll be fun. Hey, Aaron, fancy clothes. You going out in the snow tonight? Yeah, that's right. It started snowing when I dropped off Alexa. So this right here is a old man costume, kind of. It's basically, I was a newsie a few years ago for Halloween, so I have this cool vest, and I actually wear it to church sometimes. I think it's pretty snazzy. And as a bald man, this is a cool look, you know? Like, oh yeah. Got my bald man covering cool hat. I'm just visiting on my laptop, Angelo Garcia says. So cool. If you don't want to participate, you can't win the rewards. But the only thing you're exchanging this for is your email. Like, hey, I want to be in this. Here's my email. And that's it. You will hear from me again on that email about my other Milky Way Wednesdays. But most of you are already on the email list, so I don't think that's going to bother you whatsoever. So, 1040s look. 1040s. 1040s. Like I should go for 1040 AD? Or is that a 1940s look and you just missed the 9 and hit the 0? I bet that's what it is. It's a typo for Tim. So yeah, so you got the chat. 1940s, he did mean that. Yep, caught on. So I'm going to paste this link again. It says better to use on the desktop or laptop and use mobile as a buzzer. Yeah, I agree. So when you use your mobile device, it's going to be your, I choose A, B, C, or D. But then you see on the screen what the question is. So you're going to kind of work together with that. I don't know how easy this is going to be on your end. I think it's quite simple on my end, but we play games like this all the time with my friend groups. You know, so it's like we're kind of used to this. So you're going to watch your screen on your laptop, and you're going to be typing. Now, the game show, you're going to have 2 windows up. I would probably work with multiple windows, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I just hit all my rings on my exercise. Woohoo! I was waving my arm, so it thought I was standing up. Joke's on you, Apple Watch. I was not even standing. I was sitting down on my tuchus. I'm an old man, and no costume needed. Angelo. I am 41, and I feel old, but I'm sure anyone over 41 is like, shut up, Aaron, you're not old. So we're going to see how well this goes. With 20 questions, keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. So we are going to start here soon. My phone don't do web stuff. What are you talking about? What kind of phone do you have, Steve Thompson? If you don't have the capability of joining in on your phone, I wonder if the browser can work. I'm thinking you can, but maybe you have 2 browser windows open. You can click one with your mouse if your phone can't do it. Let's see how it works out. It's kind of like a game show look, I guess, maybe. So in some ways, I'm just doing a game show look. All right, so I'm going to put you guys through a video here. When the video is over, I'll come in and we'll start the show, and I'll reiterate how to get into this contest, and so everyone can play, and then we'll play through, and I'll go to a costume contest. We'll have a Milky Way Wednesday game and night and hang out later. So I'll be right back. My Carson Lumiloupe. Definitely don't want to forget this. Focus can kill my Milky Way shot. But what else am I forgetting? What other things do I need to do before I go out and do Milky Way photography? Hang with me and I'll give you my first 3 out of 10 things you should do before Milky Way photography. Number 1, the first thing you should know is the moon and the Milky Way. There are options inside apps like photo pills to quickly know and understand the moon and the Milky Way. All right, the moon is going to set for me and the Milky Way shows up, and the Milky Way is visible from 328 all the way to 532, and that is my window of opportunity to see the Milky Way without a moon in my way. One really great feature on another app that I love is Planet Pro right here. By simply going up to the 3 lines at the top left, you go down to the calendar option. Down below me, there's one with the moon and stars and one with this spiral, and that spiral is the Milky Way. So my moon window of opportunity on the 28th is less than 2 hours, but it is there. And I can see quickly on the calendar above me which nights were good. This is the best quick tool to find out whether it's a good night for Milky Way. Know the moon and know the Milky Way. Find a dark sky location. Lightpollutionmap.info is not an app, it's a website. Know where the light pollution is and work around it. Number 3. 3 is, will there be clouds? Being that I'm here in the United States, my favorite option is cleardarksky.com. But say I wanted to go to Bryce Canyon National Park on Tuesday. Whew, not good. On the cloud cover line right there, blue is good, white is bad, and we're not getting any blue squares until Thursday. This is the kind of information that you need to have before you go. These are the first 3 of the tips that you should know before you go and do Milky Way photography. This is part of my PDF that has 10 tips on here, 10 things that you need to think about, know about your camera, know about the conditions before you go and capture your Milky Way. Check out the link right here and you can click and get this PDF PDF. Give me your email, and I will email you this PDF so you have this tip sheet with you. So when you're out on location, you can remind yourself, yeah, I need to make sure I do these 10 things before I go out for Milky Way photography. Ooh, Aaron forgot. That doesn't have an ending on that video. So hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Milky Way Wednesday, and on Milky Way Wednesday, I dress up nice. Actually, no, I usually wear a hoodie, and I just kind of hang out. But welcome in. I'm Aaron King with Photog Adventures, and tonight I'm going to be a game show host, which might have been my calling in life if only game shows were far more popular. Reality TV show game shows are the only thing that's interesting. So everybody who is here with me now, you must have this. I'm copying this link and putting it in the chat. So check the chat right now. This is going to get you hooked up. Now check out in the chat right here. You can see the bottom. Aaron King has posted this link. This is a Photog Adventures sign up for getting into the game show. You got to put your name and your email address because I need to know your name and email address to send you your reward if you happen to win. So then it's going to give you a link to get into this game. And what it's going to look like is, well, I can't show you because people who don't sign up, I can't give you, but it's basically once you click on that link, you'll know what it is. It gives you access to the quiz show where you will use your browser to see the questions, and then your phone will be your boop, boop, boop. I think it's B, I think it's C, I think it's D. And then I kept the questions all simple with 4 options. This time is our first attempt at using this, and I had to pay for a month's service, so we're going to have fun with it for 2 weeks in a row. I want to do this next week as well, and I'll be giving away the same rewards and maybe better because we've got 2 brackets here. We got a V bracket and a Z bracket, and I'm going to let the winner choose which one they want, and then next week's winner just kind of gets the one that's left over. Since they both work fantastically, there's no real big deal. So I'm going to let everyone get themselves set up with that. Anyone have questions that's not working? Because I think Linda's just informing us, but she says, I got a different code on mobile and on desktop. And that's probably fine and true, but you'll be into the game show. Here in a second, I'm going to give you the link again. I'm going to double check to make sure the link doesn't update, because I'm updating a question right here, because I'm realizing I can actually add the current scores in here, so I'm going to add that in to the game show, and I hope that doesn't change the final output of the link. I don't think it does, but we'll see how it goes. I have to type, and so I can't talk. It's as easy. I'm clicking over here. What's it gonna be? All right, so hopefully everyone's getting ready to go into that because we're gonna start very soon. So we're gonna start shortly. You're gonna use that link that I have that's now right here. That link. Click on that. Get in, and if anyone has actually working, Steve Thompson's got it working on the desktop. Sweet. Okay, anyone else have a confirmation that they are in and they can be part of it? Should we see other players or only ourselves? Right now, I think you only see yourself, Pat, but I'm not sure yet. I'm also never seeing what it looks like on your end. I'm going to try and be one of the players so I can get a feel of what you guys are seeing, but I don't know. I won't know that yet. We'll make it a little bit better next week if I have to change anything. So, click on this, click on that, and click on this. Yes. All right. Oh, wait, move this over here so I can see. Yeah. Oh, wait, nope, not so big. And I think I've almost done typing. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Sweet. And then let's go ahead and put one here, and then end. What does the end actually do? Yeah, let's put the scores at the end just in case it's not automatically, because I actually haven't had a chance to test run a full game. I just test ran a few questions, but I didn't think about making sure that it was good. All right, okay, save there. Settings are good. That link doesn't appear to have changed, but I'm going to double check it while everyone's signing up. I'm going to double check it. Incentive, the link. AF9F are the last four. AF9F. Okay, that didn't change. Sweet. So then if I was going to present this and host it up here, all right, I think I can click this. Present. Okay, this game code. Okay, I don't know if that game code... Wow, it's really loud. You guys are hearing that too. Maybe I should put on... I don't want to put my headphones on, though. I'll just turn this down. You guys are going to hear maybe that in a little bit in the background. So I'm going to see what happens when you guys go with these codes that I already gave you. And then see how it works, okay, for what I've got here. A king. Submit. And it says I'm connected. So I see only one person on here, but what happens if I go into here? Oh, maybe I can't do it. I need two phones. Crud. Okay, let me find out what happens if I go and do this. Oh my gosh, am I getting it double? Or is that music just really obnoxious? Oh, that music was coming to a climactic end, and it was really obnoxious. Okay, Aaron King is in, but the players are 1. Okay, it's possible that the code that you're getting needs to be refreshed. Laptop shows me the question, but won't allow my answer. Oh, you guys have already started on the questions? It should be something that I can control, and I haven't hit start, so I think you're going to have to get a new code. So go ahead and refresh your browser. Let me refresh mine over here and see what happens. Because if it gives me a new game code, then that will help me know that I can do this. Because, you know, you click the start button, you start and you get questions. And I don't want you to get any questions yet. You're getting a head start. Oh, wow, the game code is completely changed over there, and it's not matching this game code. Like Linda was saying, they're two different things. But I'm supposed to be able to see more players. And so... has everyone signed up? Everyone who is signed up and ready to go, give me a, just hit an asterisk on your keyboard and hit enter. All right? So I want to see the chat show up with asterisks. If I get enough asterisks, then I am good, and I'm going to just give the code out. And then those of you who are, you know, trying to not give any information of like an email to me, you'll have to give me your email again at the end if you happen to win. Because I want to make sure that this at least works. It's more fun this way. So you should see this when you're ready, but don't do it. I'm going to make sure everyone has given me a word that they're in. I am lost, Angelo says. Yeah, go ahead, and I'm going to be giving you visual on what you should see. Basically, you go to this quiz.sh website, and you're going to put in this game code that I'm going to show you, and I hope to see more players. And if that's what's working, then the thing that I tried before with the email might be breaking it. So we'll see. It's not working on iPhone. Well, Kathy, maybe this will work here in a second, because I'm telling you, I've got you hooked up. Oh, you know what? I should look and see how many of you have signed up, because I can see that. And to know who to look for. I got a lot of asterisks. I'm lost too, Linda says. Okay, I think I might be able to get Linda and Angelo on the right page, and Chris working, and Kathy working. We've got 18 people. Okay, sweet. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Those of you who are already saying you're lost, I bet you've already got yourself in here. And with the timing, let's get rolling so that we can get started, because this is just how it's going to have to be. So let me show you my screen. This is the code that you need to use now. So when you go on your phone, you use this QR code, or you can just go quiz.sh and type in this game code. And hopefully I will start to see other players popping in. I am presenting this, and hopefully you will join my game of it, and we'll start to have more players. and I can hit start where all the players are on the same page. This looked very easy to work with, but now, oh wait, Pat's there. That's a good start. There's 2 players, so we've already got something working here. So if you don't have yours working on your iPhone, just turn on your camera and look at the QR code, and then tap on that yellow square that shows up, and that'll take you directly to the website and type in the game code for you and get you in. And it'll ask you, what's your name? And you fill out your name, and you'll be on here. So we're going to get everyone in. We got Brandy, Rhonda, Chris, Rowan, Patrick, Aaron King. This is starting to work, but I better minimize this better. So let's go ahead and do... Okay, cool. We're game show time. It's almost game show time. We're definitely going to do this next week again, so we have a full longer one, but this is how it has to work, is I have to start a new game with a new game code, and everyone used the exact same game code. It wasn't something that stayed permanent. It kept randomizing the game code, which is why on my browser over here, it's showing me a whole different game code, and it's probably going to allow me to start if I got into it, but we're not going to use that. So it looks like I've got a good group so far, but everyone else I want to have a chance in. John Crooks, good. They're probably that John. Yep, awesome. Think I'm on a desktop, Steve says. I don't see a name, Steve, but hopefully that'll show up, man. Make sure you see yourself. Pat, Chris, Rowan, Brandy, Rhonda, those of you, like Linda, you're in. Any of you who are on this list that I'm seeing, are you seeing the same screen as me right now where you see 11 players? I think I'm on desktop. You're getting music. Cool. So you might have to put your name or something, Steve, which is why I'm not seeing you yet unless you went with the name David or Bob or Rowan. Exit full screen. You want me to exit full screen, or are you telling someone else to try? I don't have an option. This is going full screen, and this is exiting full screen. I have show a big QR code if anyone needs it. I can make the first player admin, which I am the admin. I'm the admin. I don't know if I need another admin. Maybe I'll make him admin just in case to see how that works. I'm going to do that just in case it breaks and we have to start over. Oh, I can control the volume. Oh, thank goodness. You can always use the space key to skip something or advance the next question. Okay, cool. Good to know. I got Andy in here and Alan and Gabriel, so we added some people. You guys have chosen some pretty raunchy faces. I love it. So got it. Alan's in. All right, cool. This is kind of like we're playing Twitch now. Like this is Twitch streamer kind of action going where you've got a guy or a woman who's like talking to the crowd and we're getting everyone in to play a quiz show. This is going to be fun. I think I might make this a regular thing where we play around, I don't know, once every 2 months with the game show to remind people of the things. I went through yesterday and I was thinking, I want to do something different. But even this week, talking to someone who's been to a workshop with me, I mentioned something that they had never heard before. And I was like, oh, really? You didn't know that? I had that on the live stream. Like, well, okay. I mean, if he didn't come to that one Milky Way Wednesday, he has no clue about it unless I mentioned it somewhere else. So I'm realizing it's valuable for me to repeat things on these Milky Way Wednesdays. But so many of you awesome regulars, like Jerry, you're going to be bored if I tell you once again that the Carson Lumiloupe is used for focus. And so it's like, okay, I'm not helping anyone if I do this kind of thing. Hello, sorry for being late. No worries, faster. Get yourself in. If you are here late and you want to hang out with us and get in on this, just use your phone and get that QR code up there and make sure you've got it. And if it's on your phone, if you don't see the question and you want to use just your phone and you see my YouTube, you'll see the question on here and you'll know whether it's A, B, C, or D, and it'll pop up on your phone, A, B, C, or D. So you should be fine. But if you have two screens where you can get the game show going up, I think that works great. Oh, faster's in. Okay. All right. I have got to do a timer. We've got to do it. We got to end this here. Let's do a... We're going to start this in 2 minutes. So starting soon, 2 minutes now, everybody. 2 minutes and we're going into the game show. I'm going to get myself some Hugo and I'll be right back. And since I'm a fancy boy tonight, I'm going to drink it out of this. It's going to be mango nectar, so it's not anything awesome or alcoholic that I never drink anyway. But it's not going to be anything more awesome than just juice. You can pick your avatar. But now fancy boy Aaron is going to drink out of a champagne glass while you all are trying to see if you can guess what Aaron was thinking on these questions. Honestly, I think I made them really easy to give this a good test run. I think it's going to be fantastic. All right, 54 seconds until we're starting this game. And remember, if you were the first place winner, you will choose between a V or a Z bracket. If you're the second place winner, you get a Spencer's Camera t-shirt and a Carson Lumiloupe. If you are a third place winner, you will get a Photog Adventures bumper sticker. But you get something, so I'll send you something. Those of you who are in first and second, you're going to be getting, the first place winner is going to get a Lumiloupe and a V bracket or Z bracket, and the second place and a Photog Adventures bumper sticker. And the second place person will get a Lumiloupe and a shirt and a bumper sticker. Oh, and the first place person gets a shirt as well. Okay, that's really confusing, Aaron. You just said that in probably the worst possible way. You know what? That's okay. I see questions been able to answer. Angelo, you need to use this code. You shouldn't see any questions yet. You should just see this code. So go to quiz.sh and use this code, and no one should hit start. If you are, and you are on the correct code, but you happen to hit start and it actually lets you, then okay, you're on the first question. That's okay. I will be running the pace, and you'll be able to answer once it gets in there and it gets going. So you just have a head start, I guess, on seeing the question, which is a stupid feature of this. For how much I had to pay for this to be, I hate that. But first, before we go any further, I want to remind everybody about the March photo contest. We're getting ready for the game show. This is the March Milky Way Photo Challenge. I have the link in the description of this video, and the rules for this month are reflection and selfie. You don't have to do a panorama, but it needs to have a reflection of the Milky Way in some way. Like take an old CD, reflect something off of that, get a few stars to reflect off of something, and you've hit the requirement. Or you can just do a selfie if you can't get a reflection. Or if you're lucky enough to get both a reflection and a selfie, go for it. All right? Sweet. All right, let's get rolling. I'm going to hit start. Let's get happening on this. Question 1. I'm going to get rid of the countdown. Get ready for the questions. You have 20 seconds to answer this. If it's working as intended, you should be able to answer it. You got the answers written here on the phone, and you should be clicking away. Go, go, go. All right, I got an answer. I got an answer from, I think, Pat. It doesn't say their names. I just see their pictures. All right, time's almost up. The closer you are towards the beginning of the timer, you get more points for it. All right, we got some answers. Let's see what everyone has. All right, the answer is Carson Lumiloupe. 3 correct answers, 1 incorrect answer, and 15 no answers. The best player so far is Andy. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next question. Question 2. Know your cosmos. Dun, 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 dun. Which star is your summer panorama headroom guide star? If we ever get some clear nights, John says. Hey, Aaron, sorry I'm late. Hey, John. Sorry that you won't be able to be a part of this one. We just got started, but hang out for it. We're going to do this again next week because I had to pay for a service, and so I want to use it at least twice. Okay, what's the answer? Vega. Vega is your star for the headroom. Headroom is above the top, not the right and left, but you were thinking correctly if you clicked on Antares, you two, or you three. So awesome. Chris is the best right now. Awesome. Let's go to question number 3. Star tracking. Different answers here. Now, they will be randomly probably A through D. Wait, no, that shouldn't be the case. They should be exactly. The color coding is all confusing. It's like the top 2, the bottom 2. And so you got to be careful. So maybe in some ways, as long as you get the right color, it looks like F11 is on D, F1.4 is on C, A, and B. So we got 3 correct answers and 16 no answers. Okay, that's a lot of no answers. Is everyone really broken? I don't want to hit continue until I get a confirmation. What's going on with 15 of you not even tapping one of the squares? Are you just, is it too fast at 20 seconds? Is that the problem? C, A. You guys don't have to write it on here, Steve. Are you able to tap a choice? You said you had it on the browser. Different answers here. ISO ratings here. Yeah, I know. This is which one of these settings would work. Not necessarily that they're the only one that can work. Just know that I gave some extremes on the 7 seconds is way too short for a Star Trek shot. And 1/400th of a second is way too short. And F11, and then the one at 2 minutes 6400 ISO, that could work. Really can. And it's not necessary to go that high. So that was probably the most tricky one. But I said, you got to be thinking about my methodology stuff that we've talked about, and 1600 is obviously the most correct answer. Mine doesn't seem to be working. I answered the first one right, but it didn't record it. Oh, Linda, sorry. I don't know what's going on there. Make sure that you look at the color code and match it up down here, because not all of the questions are as confusing as this one. It should be easier to go. Let's see how the next question goes. I hope I get at least 10 answers, 10 submissions. And John Crooks, you have different answers. If you see the device, your device should be updating on pace with what I'm clicking. You should have nothing on here until it's on there. So we'll see how this keeps going. Looks like we got some more answers. So John, if you're actually on this one with me, John Crooks, then you should have the same answers. So then ISO was on the green bar, and it was on the green bar for me. And I've got 18 people. So I had fewer people actually submit their answers. This is going well. Let's see if we can make this happen. C. All right, question 5. Stacking again. Or no, stacking for the first time. Which of these apps will help you freeze your foreground in a stack? Star Stacks, Luminar, Sequator, Starry Night, Starry Night. It's got tones of mango and nectar. Awesome, delicious. Blipped off. Hey Sharon, I answered that right, but it says no points. Oh, come on, I don't understand why that's happening. We got 5 incorrect answers, but then 1. Now the correct answer was Sequator, because Starry Night was tricking you. It's not Starry Landscape Stacker, it's Starry Night is what I wrote. So probably tricked you best, David. Nice. Question 6. Gear. This is a gear question. Back to gear. Which additional device helps you create a star-tracked panorama with ease? An L bracket, a declination bracket, a Z bracket, or the March Madness bracket? So John has the next question. So for those of you who are participating on your phones and you have a browser open, you're probably going to get some weird differences. Oh, no points for Pat? That doesn't make sense. I'm frustrated with that. We'll have to see what I can do about fixing that. Wow, no one answered? No one even tried? Is it getting more and more broken as we go through? So if you are watching this on my device, and let me know if your phone is updating with the answers that are correct. Like John is getting different questions. Well, that's probably because on his browser he has a different version of the game that he loaded up. He didn't use my code. So we just got to see how that works out. I'll try and get some people in person to help me play with this before next Wednesday to see if I can troubleshoot it a little bit more for everyone. But it looked like it was working great when I tested it yesterday, so I'm disappointed. I finished, LOL. Angela Garcia just went through all of the questions. I answered. I hit answer, yes, answered, and it didn't show any of them? Huh. Phone updates. I answered correctly. I finished. I feel like I'm behind because the pictures of dancers pop up every 10 seconds later is when you ask the question. Like, I'm using your code, so that's weird. That's really weird. It's not as brilliant as I'd hoped. The service wasn't cheap. It better get better than this. So since it is updating on here, like I was hoping, then just make sure you see on my live stream and then what's happening on your phone. What is a challenge? Oh, interesting. That is a challenge. We do have a delay on YouTube. Huh. We might have to do this on Zoom where the YouTubers watching us participate delayed, but those of you who are trying to participate actually are able to see what I'm on, because my phone shows up. Your phones are probably updating with the question that I'm on, but you're watching the delayed question of the previous one. That's what's happened. And John just said that when you were 4, I was on 5, which is the wrong direction. Yeah, he's at least, Nevada's noticing that he's getting it 10 seconds before. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. This is not what you were hoping for, but Zoom. Anyone who wants to jump in and make sure they can see my screen live, we are going to just create a Zoom call right now. Game show Zoom. Looks like I will have to create this every time, because if we don't, it puts people in the situation. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. Don't want everyone to see all the other landing pages by name. Let's see. Copy invitation. And let me go over to this and do it. Only the most important part of the Zoom call. So this link to join the Zoom meeting, if anyone who's doing the participation right now would like to, would like to join this Zoom call, you can. So this link right there will get you into this Zoom call right now, and I am going to get us all going. I'm going to join a computer audio, but I'm going to have no video. I'm going to admit Chris, and we are going to have no video. Don't need video. I am going to share my screen 1, so that you can see it. And I am going to make sure to keep popping in participants. Admit. This will help you so you can be in the same exact live moment that I am, without having the challenge of wondering why your phone is delayed or wrong timing.
I'd like to join this.
So I've got 4 people. Go ahead and mute everybody. I should have turned off. I've muted everybody. Admit Steve. Admit Dave. Cool. Admit Linda. So let me see. Where are the participants? Where did that go on my screen? Yeah, Zoom isn't showing me anything. Anyone I need to admit? I want to see everyone's faces. I guess there's no faces to show, because we're not going to keep our cameras on. Rhonda's coming in. All right, cool. I am going to take off to the next question once we got it pretty good. You'll have to just give us all a first place prize. Yeah, no kidding, Jerry. Unfortunately, I only got 2 of these left, and I didn't pay for them originally. I got hooked up with Move Shoot Move, so I can't afford to buy everyone that. But I could afford to give everyone a bumper sticker. So, waiting room, there's 4. Admit all. Rhonda, Sharon, Kathy's faster. Cool. We're getting a solid amount. We have in the game at least 20 people, so I'm going to make sure I get Andy in, Rhonda in, and I am going to mute people.
Shit.
Muting. You guys can hear me. Is that annoying that you can hear me on Zoom? I mean, I can mute myself on Zoom. But
Man, I can't turn this thing down. There we go.
Let's see. Yeah, the game itself is a little loud. Mute all. I'm not going to allow you to unmute yourself. You'll have to chat only if you want to talk to me. So I'm muting everybody. I have 12 participants. Ugh, I never installed Zoom on the new computer. Ah, no. Nice save, fingers crossed. You will just have to give us technology, Gron says. Alright, I think these 12 might be the only participants, and we'll have this go a little bit easier next time. So what we'll do is next week, I'll start off on the Zoom call with everybody, and Milky Way Wednesday will begin, and you're all going to be featured. Have your camera on if you're okay with that. Otherwise, just have your camera off, but you can have your mic on. And we'll hang out on Zoom together for the first 10 minutes to get everyone in. And once everyone's in who wants to participate, and I'll also do the sign-up sheet. So they'll only give people with the sign-up sheet the actual Zoom link. So if you've signed up for the game show, you'll get the Zoom link, and then we'll be a part of the Zoom call, and then from there we'll play for the YouTube audience to enjoy on a delay. But those who are playing the game won't have the delay, throwing everyone off where their first 5 questions, they never got any answers in. It's like there's 10 Aarons talking. Really? Maybe I should mute myself. No, I can't mute myself because you need to hear me live. But if you've got your other device playing me, you might want to mute me on the YouTube because you're not really participating through YouTube anymore as much. You can come back and watch it, but sorry about that double Aaron. It shouldn't. Oh, this will help. Sorry. I just realized that I do have desktop audio transmitting on the live stream, which isn't helping. So that is going to take off all that music, and it's going to take off all my double talking. If like Skype or Zoom was starting to throw some audio that way. I only hear you once. They probably need to mute YouTube. All right, cool. I was doing great, then failed miserably. Angelo. Next week you won't. Oh yeah, Rowan's here. Okay, cool. Rowan, I'm getting you in, and Chris. Sweet, sweet. You guys, I had a little delay on the waiting room there. Sorry. I was paying too much attention to my Hugo. Went from 1600 to minus. Sweet. At least you could play the game. That's kind of fun that you can still do it even though you're not. I just got to do the settings differently and not give everyone access to other codes that aren't the ones I'm intending to play with you, because that makes life hard. All right. Then we're going to bust through these questions and end Milky Way Wednesday as soon as we're done with it. So, if you want it in, now is your last chance. You had to click it or bust. Let's get rolling, everybody. Let's see how it goes now. Question 7. Know your cosmos. Which star is the priority on your right side of the panorama? I've got 2 answers so far. It's not going any better. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. It's going better. It must be better for you guys on your end, too. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, we got more answers. Which star is it, everybody? Altair? Altair? It's Antares. We got 2 incorrect answers and 13 no answers. Ah, man. Hope that goes better next time. Question 8. Star tracking. When you're using a star tracker in the southern hemisphere, which star is your guide? Albireo, Polaris, Canopus, Octans. All right. At least we have a lot more participation. I'm loving it. Loving it. So the faster you answer correctly, the more points you are getting. These are not giving you negative points for being wrong, though, but they can in the future. Octans is the correct one. 4 correct answers. Awesome, David. Sweet. Question 9. Glorious single image. 500 points are at stake here. What is the modern method of calculating shutter to avoid star trailing? The 500 rule, the 600 rule, the SPF rule, or the NPF rule? Bum, 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 bum. When you're out for Milky Way, you need to watch your SPF, so I'd recommend an SPF 1600 ISO. Here we go. And the answer is the NPF rule. Ba-ba-boom. Sweet. Bob, good job. Question 10. Stacking. And now there's no sound. Angelo, maybe I did need to share my desktop audio just because you could actually hear the game sound if you were only watching. So maybe I need to turn that back on. If I talk, I don't think I'm talking and going through that. So which of these procedures would ruin your stacked image? Capturing 40 images, capturing only 2, changing your lens to different focal length in the middle, using a 5500K white balance. All right, I didn't fool anyone that time. Well, okay, one person, sorry. And we're continuing. And let me know if you got double talk. If you do, let me know. So right now, the leaderboards. Chris J is winning with 2689, but barely ahead of David. Sharon is third with 810. So as you can see, you could take third place from Sharon very quickly. She's at only at 810. Of course, the rest of you are even lower. So Patrick, I don't know why it has to feature Patrick. It just has to rub it in that Patrick is down there. Now, there's 2 Pats in here, or is Patrick not getting any points the entire time? I mean, even though he's on the Zoom call, Pat, it's like not hooking you up at all. That's too bad. But let's see how we're doing in the next half. We got 10 more questions to go. 11. Now, it's question 12. The thing is that I just wanted to call the questions, and I decided to go with that, but it automatically made it let question 12 even though it was number 11. And the stupid thing is that I deleted one question in the middle of my edits, and I should not have done that. And now it's broken. So it's going to be weird the rest of the game. But which one's correct? Which was the execution method used in this image? This one's a tough one because you got to guess. Exposure blending. Sweet, we got some 5, and we got low-level lighting guesses. I did not add low-level light on that one. Sweet guess, though. Question 1213. Let's do this. Bob got kicked out. Sorry, man. What is the term I use for the method used in this image? Is it focal length blending panorama? Is it drop-in Milky Way panorama? Is it dual exposure panorama? Is it high yield panorama? And I'll just keep drinking juice. This is the most relaxed Milky Way Wednesday ever, except for the tech issues, which is classic Milky Way Wednesday. Yes, dual exposure, because the top is 8 seconds and the bottom row is a minute each. All right, question 1314. Here we go. Actually, I didn't realize the categories were going to show up there, so I got bored after 10 of them and thought maybe I just wanted the categories, but I think I need to write the categories. It's more fun. The histogram graphic that Aaron uses in his teaching comes from David Kingham, Rob Ryan, Royce Bair, Roger Clark. If any of you get this wrong, it's because of the tech. It's not you. This one should be easy. This is more or less who's the fastest at reading, because you all should have it correct. The answer is Royce Bair. Oh no, 2 of you. Oh, but Andrew did it fastest. Awesome. Question 1415. Here we go. These are all worth 1,000, by the way, so if you are joining now and you're a little bit late, or not joining now, but those of you who are behind, this works. What is the acronym for the method that Aaron coined for find a star around the third and then move it to the center, then third, then off the screen? Method. I did say method before, I forgot. All right, the answer is the third, center, third, off method, 3C30. Find a star on the third, go to the center, go to the third, go off the screen. Third, center, third, off. Ooh, good. People got that one actually wrong. Awesome. Of course, it's confusing, so maybe you tried to get it right, but I had only a bunch of acronyms. What is one of Aaron's Milky Way composition tips? Expose for the highlights. Go big or go home. Make sure you don't lie about compositing. Break the planes. Sorry I'm late. I was teaching a landscape class. Tim, awesome. Landscape class. Sorry that you're not part of this actual group doing the quiz, but next week we're going to do it again because I had to pay for a service, and it's fun. Break the planes. Ooh, we got 5 wrong answers. Nice. I thought this would be easier because I say it all the dang time. Of course, I'm thinking about the last 6 years of saying it. Maybe you've been watching for 4 months, and maybe I haven't said it once in 4 months. What is Aaron's favorite new tip? Wash your lenses with bleach between adventures. Buy peanut butter M&Ms on your trip. Don't forget your Kurt Kai summer wear. Roa Fuki is an hour ahead of the core. I think I made this one easy for you. If I have anyone's wrong, you're not wrong if you buy peanut butter M&Ms. But let's see what you guys have. Did I get my first everyone's correct? But see who got it first? Oh, 2 incorrect. I wonder what you picked. Don't forget your Kurt Kai summer wear. That might have been Kathy being ironic and Rhonda. All right, continue. Question 17, 18. We're actually on question 18. So we have 3 questions left, 18, 19, and 20. So get ready. Mary Beth Kaczynski helped invent an awesome nickname for Milky Way photographers who just don't stop. Crack addict, Milky Way chaser, rally, stoked about Milky Way. What's the nickname? What do we call Miss Mary Beth Kaczynski? We call her Mega Rally. and the term is to rally. Rally. We've got to rally. Got to get out there and do a sunrise. We've got to rally. Ooh, Milky Way Chaser was a foolish decision. I meant to say Milky Way Chaser fooled a lot of people, but then I said was foolish. Fooled a lot of people, though, but Rhonda got that one right. Well done, Rhonda. Question 1819. Next week, I make that way better. All right, here we go. What is Aaron's new favorite on-site app? On-site app. Photo Pills, SkyGuide Pro, Planet, MyTracks. I got a bit of a tricky one here. John's like, it'll work better next week. Yeah, I think so too. I won't give anyone any other code except the correct one. And the only people who can participate are the ones through the Zoom that will be comfortably participating. So if I give that code, it won't be a big deal. And we'll get everyone in on the Zoom call. So it should work out. SkyGuide Pro, we got one correct answer. Nice job, Chris. SkyGuide Pro on site allows you to actually do a mask with the sky. So once it gets to twilight periods and the sky is just blue, you can go ahead, turn that on, and then mask in the sky over your foreground. So like at Mono Lake, I was seeing rocks in front of the sky. Instead of having the sky overlap everything and I try and visualize how it would look on the foreground, I actually get the foreground without any obstruction of stars, Milky Way, and I can see exactly how much they obscure or work with the Milky Way sky. It's fantastic. Question 1920. Here we go. In 1920, what were the Newsies' favorite song? Okay, during the opener, I showed a video, and what was number 3 on my 10 things to do before Milky Way tip sheet? This one's going to be tough. I shared this video, and number 3 was Know Your Gear, histogram, will there be clouds? Know the moon and Milky Way, find a dark sky location. There's no penalty for guessing the wrong one, but you only get to choose once, so try your best, see what happens. And then we'll find out who won the game and who is going to get the reward. In fact, I better get my picture capturing up here. New. Okay, let's stop that. Will there be clouds? Correct. There's actually plenty of you who got that correct. Awesome. So if you've been on your 10 things to do before Milky Way tip sheet, you know that number 3 is will there be clouds if you by chance remember that. But all these are actually on it except for, no, all of these are on the tip sheet. All right, this is your last chance. Let's do it. Oh no, that was it. That was your last chance. Woo, wow, Chris. Now, whether your tech worked better than everyone else or, oh, Kathy, you got a negative score. I must have not turned off one of the negative scores, Kathy. I thought I didn't punish anyone. I think on the 1,000 ones I had negative scores because it'd be more fun. But that means Chris J gets the grand prize. Let me take a screenshot of this. All right, Chris J is our winner. David is second place, and Chris Woodruff number 3. So Chris Woodruff is going to get himself a Photog Adventures bumper sticker. Yes. All right. Fantastic. Thanks, guys, for playing with me on doing this. Zoom call, I am just going to end it for everybody. So let's go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Boop, boop, boop. Stop the share. And let's end this call for everybody. And now we're back, and you're probably hearing me say something that you heard me say 20 seconds ago. But here we are. Chris is the winner. Chris, let me know, Chris J, do you want the V bracket or the Z bracket? Let me know, and I'll be shipping that to you, plus a shirt from Spencer's Cameras, a Carson Lumiloupe. I said that like 4 times before the quiz, so I hope you guys got that one right, as well as a bumper sticker from Photog Adventures. Awesome. And Chris J, is that Chris Whiting? Are you Chris J? YouTube has a big lag. Yeah, Steve, it's annoying. It just doesn't work. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick up my date. And you guys are fantastic. Chris wants a V bracket. Okay, you got it, Chris Whiting. V bracket. Putting it off to the side right here. The winner next week will take home a Z bracket. And we will have this again, and hopefully we'll have more people participating who can actually click the buttons without the tech fighting you. I'm sorry that it did fight you. But thanks for hanging out with me on Milky Way Wednesday as always. We'll be back next week on Wednesday, and we'll do this game show one more time, and we'll come back in a few months and do it again. So thanks, everyone. Hope you all had fun with me doing it, and I will see you next week. Bum, 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 bum.